to the Knox Raiders NBL1 preview show just ahead of round 4. We will be taking on Ballarat tomorrow. We will be doing this show each week until the end of the season from now on in. So make sure you tune in now. Just to start us off, let's take a look at how the ladder is sitting after 3 rounds of NBL1 play. For the men, we have Kilsyth sitting on top 4-0, along with Albury, Wodonga, Ballarat, both undefeated themselves, 3-0. Nunawading and Waverley close behind, and down the bottom of the ladder, yet to register a win, Diamond Valley and Southern. Now on to the women's standings. Bendigo 5-0, have already played the 5 games and they've won them all. Dandenong 4-0, Ringwood 3-0, a great start for them. Knox next on the ladder, 3-1, and if you go down the bottom, the 2 teams without a win, BACOE and Ballarat, both waiting to get their first victory. Now this week, your Knox Raiders have just the 1 game. They take on Ballarat, the Rush and the Miners on a Saturday night. The men playing at 8 p.m, the women at 6 p.m. Get down for a great double header at the State Basketball Centre, of course. Ballarat's women have struggled early this season, running with a pretty inexperienced lineup. Only 2 players on the roster are older than 25, and there are a handful of teenagers suiting up. Because of this, they've had some issues protecting the ball so far this season. Don't be surprised to see the Knox guards applying pressure on the perimeter, coming away with a few steals and hopefully getting some cheap points going the other way. The Rush have also allowed nearly twice as many points in the paint this season than they have scored themselves, which may mean Knox can get it going on the inside. They've mostly lit up teams from the perimeter in the early part of the season. For the Raiders, they've been led by Beck Ott and Abby Wayrung so far. 5 players currently on the roster shooting over 40% from deep. That's Santamaggio, Ott, Wayrung, Whittle and Wild. The Raiders' perimeter players have been able to get past their own defenders, and teams are a little scared to help at the moment. So if they can keep knocking down those perimeter shots, the inside lanes will continue to open up for those athletes to get inside. For the Ballarat men, they've been the opposite of the women so far to start the season. 3-0 with some really strong wins, including last week against Dandenong on the road. So we know that travelling won't be an issue for them. They've got offensive firepower all over the floor, led by Cairns Taipan's experienced duo, Kwani and Jerry Evans Jr. Both have suited up for Cairns recently, along with Melbourne United development player Sam Short, who is actually the team's captain. In their lone win for the season, the Raiders men showed that they were capable of spreading the floor and really knocking down those outside shots, especially led by elite shooters Mike Rose and Adam Thosby. If they're to pick up another win this week against Ballarat's experienced lineup, they'll need to knock down those shots early and often to open up the inside, where Ballarat may be a little bit more susceptible. They've got some great athletes on the outside and they're quick to cut off those outside routes. As I said, if you haven't been down to a Knox Raiders NBL1 game this season, I highly recommend it. There are dancers, cheerleaders, a DJ, a hype man, there's an MC. Just head to bit.ly/Knox NBL1 games. The link will also be in the caption with this video. Make sure you grab your tickets. If you don't get them early, you can still get them at the door. It's a great night. It is a very cheap night for a whole family experience. Some brilliant athletes on the floor. You'll see NBL quality and WNBL quality on the floor for only a fraction of the price. As I said at the start of this show, this will become a weekly segment. Moving forward, we'll also have an interview or 2 with a player or a coach, so stay tuned. It'll get a lot more interesting than just having to watch me on the screen each week. Hope to see you there on Saturday night. As I said, you won't want to miss this. The women have been in great form. I think the men have a great chance to turn around their season. They did well last time they suited up against Southern, but then just fell in a tight contest to Melbourne. We'll see if they can get the win this week.